Hi, I recently completed an outstanding cybersecurity training program with Winfinite Consulting, and it exceeded my expectations. The course was thoughtfully designed, starting with the pre-course model to set the stage. Then there was a self-paced training on the LMS provided. And that allowed some flexibility. I was able to do all my models at anywhere. Sometimes when I'm driving, when I'm waiting for a bus on the go, I would go back to the recording and I would take notes, I would re-listen. And then there were live classes, which held twice a week. And that was the icing on the cake, I would say. And followed with that, there were group assignments, which taught me the power of collaboration and allowed me to apply the learning in real-world scenarios. The curriculum was comprehensive, I would say, and it covered critical topics such as the cybersecurity frameworks, risk management, vulnerability management, threat detection, incident response, and security best practices. I would say one of my most interesting models was the cybersecurity frameworks and risk management. The instructors were highly knowledgeable and offered real-world insights that made those complex concepts or things that I don't know, that kind of even still saw in movies easier to grasp. There were even guest speakers that were invited. They provided and gave us a day in the life of the cybersecurity specialist and a view of what these roles are. And those were incredibly valuable for me. I was able to ask questions on the tools they use, on their day-to-day, on their challenges. And that kind of gave me, it put the dots together and just gave me, okay, this is a real-life, scenario and not just textbook. My coach, Fola, was especially practical and highly knowledgeable. I can't overemphasize. And she kept on saying, and mentioning the importance of putting the work to get up to speed in this fast-paced field. I'm glad I followed that advice because I was able to secure a job as a cybersecurity specialist before completing the program. I couldn't even believe it. The confidence that I got, the knowledge that I got, the understanding of the field, and that just I feel far more confident in my cybersecurity skills now. And I highly recommend, I really, really do highly recommend this program. So anyone looking to strengthen their knowledge and break into this exciting field, because I have no regrets. Sometimes I even feel I underpaid because I'm like, what? For all the things that I've mentioned, plus landing a job, a 6-figure job, I don't know. I wouldn't even term it real. It's unreal. It's almost like a miracle. And I really think, I'm really grateful that I found this program with Winfinite Consulting because it was really, really valuable for me.